Hi, I am Julie Pirro. I am 15 years old and I will be going into 10th grade as a sophomore in high school. I live in Metuchen, New Jersey. Today I will be making for you pasta Primavera, which is one of my favorite dishes to make. It is my signature dish because it's easy to make, it's fast to make, and it's delicious. I love it. I have my mise en place all set here. I have pasta already cooked, which what I did, I took a pot of boiling water and I put salt in it, I put the pasta in it, boiled it for about 8 minutes, and then drained it, and it's sitting there right now. And then, yeah, I measured out the white wine, which we'll use later. I have some other measurements here. And so that's my mise en place, which just means to have everything in front of you measured and ready to go. I'm a competitive softball player, and whenever I come home and it's 8 o'clock at night and my family still hasn't eaten, this is one of the dishes that I love to make because it's so fast, it doesn't take a lot of time, and also it is so versatile. My family loves fresh vegetables, and so whatever we have in the house usually works with this. Frozen vegetables also work great with this dish. It would mean a great deal to me to win the Chopped Teens Cook-Off. Because it would be a great experience for me. It would be a lot of fun. It's something that I've never done before. I've never been in this kind of competition before. So it would mean a great deal to me just to be on the show, not even to win. I am in a 4-H cooking club, which is a club that meets every other week. And we basically cook for that time. We have fun. We have little tiny, almost chopped sessions where we have an ingredient and have to make something within 15 minutes that we have a parent judge for and eat and try. So that is something that I really love to do. It's how I kind of learned how to cook, besides from learning from my family and what they've taught me. Another big thing that I like to say taught me how to cook was Food Network because, you know, they've always been there for me. Go Alton Brown. What I'm doing here, you chop it in half and then you chop it into quarters, and then basically you want to put your knife into it but not all the way through, and this helps to keep it together. So I have that, and then you just put it down like that. Crying over here. Man, I'm so emotional about this onion. Alright, got it. Okay, so next we have the garlic to put in. I've peeled the garlic already. This calls for 1 clove of garlic. And what you do, how you peel garlic is you take it and you want to smash it with the flat part of the knife. So you just kind of go like that. And it peels right off. So how I fell in love with cooking was when we went to Disney when I was 7. That was my first time going to Florida. We saw so many professional restaurants, which was my dream. I was so excited. And my family took me to the Wolfgang Puck restaurant. And I was so happy there. I was in my zone, doing what I love eating. So that was fun. And that kind of led me to start experimenting and see what I could do on my own. So now fast forward a few years, and I cook a lot for my family. I do a lot of dinners. I also like making breakfast on the weekends. I usually do eggs or I love making crepes. And the reason that I love crepes is because as a child, again, I loved sophisticated meals. And crepes was one of those French meals that I thought you could only have in France. It was such a delicacy to me. So to be able to actually make that was so mind-blowing. I loved it. I have a 1/4 cup of wine here. It's white wine that I have in my bottle. I've pre-measured it. Ooh, hear that sizzle. So I have wine. I'm also going to add another tablespoon of butter. And last thing we're going to do is add a little pepper and a little thyme. And that's going to bring out the flavor of the vegetables, add some seasoning to it. I like cooking, I like sauteing, doing what I'm doing here, rather than maybe baking, because you can really go off on your own here. You don't have to perfectly measure anything. You can add ingredients as you want rather than in baking, you kind of have to follow the recipe. You can't add another cup of sugar because I know the reactions could make your cake like overflow and explode, which is not fun. It's looking good so far. Yeah.
Okay.
I like the colors in that. Alright. I always feel like a restaurant waiter when I do this because I always like bring out the fresh thing of cheese and like grate it like right onto your plate. I love that. My Parmesan, stick with me. So yeah, I think I have my cheese here. I need about a 1/4 cup, and I'd say that's pretty good. I love Parmesan cheese. And at this point, I will also throw in my pasta. It is time for that. Again, I pre-cooked it, so yeah. Okay, let me just. Ooh, There we go. So that is cooking. It's looking nice. Parmesan is melting in there. And I think I'm going to grate a little more Parmesan to sprinkle on top when this is all done. Now we're going to let this sit for another minute. And while we do that, I'm going to chiffonade some basil. That's a great word, chiffonade. Basically what chiffonade means is, alright, so we're going to roll up this basil over here. And we're just going to chop it thinly, slice it. Yep, just like that. And see, it makes little strips of basil, which will be really good to throw on my dish at the end. Oh, sorry, the video card was filled on the camera, so we switched over to phone, but it's okay. We're going. So what I just did, I chiffonaded my basil. It's all ready to go. I'm going to grate a little more of Parmesan. I'm going to sprinkle some of this basil I have over here. There we go. And a little bit of my grated Parmesan. And voila! Pasta Primavera.